was it was 17 degrees out, felt like 7 when I went out and started the truck. About 8:15ish, I let that bitch run for about a half hour, and then I left. 8:45, took off and ran over to the Loves in Woodburn, got 50, grabbed Splash, and then slid on down and picked up the trailer. You can't see it, but I will show it in a picture. I mean, unless you can see it, it's just one of those. And for some odd reason, my air assist fifth wheel, the cylinder has not been wanting to do its job lately, and there's an awful air miss. So I think when I get down here, I may buy a new one and try and swap it out, because I need that thing if I want to slide my fifth wheel back and forth. I don't necessarily just want to keep my fifth wheel all the way back all the time, especially if I actually get like a stack of chassis or something like that, or a stack of flatbeds where it's, you know, 30,000 plus right on that back axle. I'd rather have it in the middle. That way it's not, those one set of springs ain't taking all the beat, and we don't have any problems when we go across these scales, if you will. So that's what's going on today. I just figured I'd get you on real quick because I haven't done anything and I haven't shot anything. It's like 34 degrees down here. The last place I checked, probably about maybe an hour-ish ago, was 34 degrees. Felt like maybe 20 something, I don't know, but yeah, it's cold. And honestly, when I get down to Florida, it's going to be like barely 60 degrees in the afternoon for the warm tomorrow, because it's Wednesday, and then by Friday it's supposed to be back up to 80s around Tampa-ish, which I plan on trying to head south, farther south. This is going to drop off at La Cento. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong, don't really care. La Cento, Florida, and then I'm free after that. I've got until 4 o'clock tomorrow to deliver. I got until 8 and 4 Monday through Friday, basically, to deliver the trailer. So I'm going to try to get it off tomorrow. I had 6 hours left to drive when I stopped in, God, I stopped in somewhere in Kentucky before Richmond, and got Sadieville. I got topped off fuel, and I figured I could get, you know what I'm saying, I had 6 hours from there to drive legally, if you know what I mean. That'll put me at 9:30 tonight to stop, and after my 10-hour break I can start at 7:30 a.m. if you add your math correctly, legally. But who knows what will happen. Hopefully I can get down to at least south of Atlanta is my goal. If I can do that, I'll be happy. If I can get even farther than that, I'll be happy. I don't want to stop until I'm past Atlanta. So that was at 3:30 when I stopped and got fuel. I had 6 hours left, and I can go to 9:30. It's about 5:20 right now, so say 5:30. I still got 4 more hours to go. Now, will I be able to make it down there? I don't know. Will I come back if I do or don't? I doubt it. Who knows? I don't know when I'll come back next. Maybe tomorrow morning or something, or maybe I'll come back with an update just to let you know where I got to. But still looks pretty down here, even though they're just bare bone trees and stuff like that. It's still pretty nice. So I'm gonna get off here because I've got to get my mileage for little Kimberly. This guy right here, Bubbles Transport, just give me a thumbs up when he passed. Got an empty flatbed, he's hauling ass. Get my mileage, 148 for Kimberly, and then get ready to climb these mountains here, because that's what we're gonna do. Even though I'm empty and I probably only have 9,000 pounds for this, is what they quoted it at, I'm still slugging up some hills because, well, we're in a 40-year-old truck with 350 horsepower. That's just what happens sometimes. So we'll be back on the show, on the Chad Teagan YouTube channel.
Better get Frankenstein cleaned up.
Oh, geez, dirty, buddy. Oh, would you just look at that? It is 9:18 right now. I haven't stopped since I talked to you and talked about stopping for fuel. We are rolling through downtown Atlanta right now. ATL. Let's see if the flame's going here. It should be over here somewhere. I don't know. These fucking cars are pissing me off. I was rolling 65 and then this cocksucker and that person in front of him was doing fucking less than that, so I'm gonna pick it back up here in a minute. So I need to get back over anyways, but man, there's a lot more traffic than there was. I basically rolled through 65-70 the whole time. So yeah, I'm gonna get over one more lane here and then I'm gonna sit right here. I should be fine right here where I'm at. And I'm just gonna continue to cruise right here like this and let everybody just float around me. Yeah, it's doing about 60 right now. So that's that is the flow of traffic is 60, which is fine. I mean, oh, except for that guy. He's in a hurry. Every semi I would pass was like riding the line over on this side of the road, which was pissing me off because they were over there and I'd be past them and I'd be basically in the other lane to go around them. It's like, dude, do you guys not know that I always try to hug the outside. I never really try to hug the inside just because of if I'm in the outside lane. Oh, there goes somebody on a bike. Just because there's an out, you know what I'm saying? I would rather give the person on the inside the room, but whatever. But I mean, I blew their doors off. I was blowing their doors off. I was running 70 when it was 65 until I got into this crap right here. But once I hit, once 85 splits off, I should be able to pick it back up, which should be fine. So I did make it though. It's 9:20, so I'll have to, because I'm going to continue going a little bit farther. You know, put my time down and stuff like that. Go off duty, if you know what I mean. I stopped here. I stopped there. Yeah, that kind of stuff. So we'll see. See what's going on. We got 10 minutes. So we gotta get an accurate mileage reading. 10 minutes here. We'll get an accurate mileage reading and be off duty. Yeah, man. So let's get some Coca-Cola. Oh, that's a nasty one over there. Wowza. Box truck. Wowza in a car. Alright, I'll catch up with you. Maybe in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll come back later tonight. Who knows? Oh my goodness. Well, good morning everyone. Let's get out and do a quick one as promised. About 20 after 7 right now. Got the old house flowing. Just got out the shower. There was no wait, so I figured I'm gonna take advantage of this. I'm in Cordell, place I replaced the water pump. I end up getting down here last night. It was 11, probably 45-ish, because I walked in, grabbed a beer, come out to the truck, look for a parking spot. Necessarily couldn't find anything. Everything was full. There's a couple bobtails blocking the spot, so didn't exactly have a place to park. But right here on the end there's a dumpster, so in a whole section that I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna park here. So let's get out and do a quick walk around since I didn't do one. Please get in on the baby trailer. Morning fumes. Yeah, that was like that, but that's how much room I had when I stopped. I ended up walking back last night and checking and seeing I had that much room, so I was like, yeah, this is fine where it's at. I probably could have scooted over a little bit more in here. and centered that trailer up and got it back farther, but I didn't really care because as far as this guy's sticking out, it really didn't matter. Yeah, this thing's got the low hang down and everything back here. The guy gave me a temp tag yesterday, and the only problem with the temp tag is if it would have just been the plate, I would have easily taped it to the plate, but since this whole thing, I didn't want to just put tape on this and then have it just peeling off from the wind, so I just have it with me. I'll end up giving it to the guy when I get there later today. Should be there around noon, 1 o'clock. So I gotta call him an hour before. But yeah, I just figured I'd take advantage and pull up next to this is where I threw water pump. Might still be over there. Oh, I doubt it. Looks like they cleaned it up. But that's where we're at. I idled all night for the first time. It's the first time I've ever idled that truck overnight and slept in it. Because when I woke up this morning, it's 30 degrees, and yeah, it was cold, so I didn't want to shut it down, even though it probably would have been okay, you know, but by the time I got up and started it, it would have started rough probably, so I just left it idle. I'm happy because I got a little puddle down there, and that's it. Now, if I was sitting, I probably would have close to that puddle, so for it going out of the slobber tube, I'm not too disappointed or upset about it. I bumped up that throttle lock to about 7. We can get back in now, and we'll talk the rest of the time, and then I'm going to take off and scoot down the road. I bumped that throttle lock up to 7 last night, and I just basically let it sit there because I didn't want to run it too high because I wanted to try to sleep still, which it was a nice little buzz, and it's a nice smooth idle. I don't mind it too much. I think I need to change my air governor again because for some odd reason, if this thing isn't running over 1500 RPMs, that's not building, so that could be an issue, but I do have an extra one on me. When I had the issue in the middle of the year, you know, a few, I don't know, handful of videos back when I was over in New York, and that seal broke out on me, that thing was going wild the whole time in building, so it probably messed some shit up, and then I'd put that other one on and I didn't like the way it was building. So I put this other one back on. Well, I'm gonna end up putting that other one back on probably, or getting a whole new one and just putting it on because I don't want to sit there and deal with the shit any longer. So it's one of those situations where it's just what it is, but I also need to check into that fifth wheel cylinder and see if I can buy one of those, because I'm thinking that I might be able to. I think it's just 2 bolts on top of it, right where the springs go into the actual cylinder. There's just 2 bolts that connect that to those jaws that go in and out, and I might be able to just break those free and do it, swap it out quickly, but who knows. Oh, there's the sun peeking out. The nookie, come on. So yeah, that's what's going on today. By the time I come back, I'm gonna be in Florida. I'm gonna be doing something different probably, or I'm just gonna be sitting somewhere and we're just gonna be doing the adventure thing. I don't know, maybe I'll be hanging out with some people that are some loyal friends. I don't necessarily say fans. I think that's degrading to say fans. I call people friends if we start talking and stuff like that. And if you followed me for a while, you're basically my friend. I don't consider you a fan. So I'm going to say some loyal friends that have been down from day one. I'm going to be in their area, so you never know when I'm going to pop in and someone is going to be on the channel that watches. Oh man, what's going on, guys? Just got done brushing my teeth over here. You know what I'm saying? Trying not to get any on my boots. I got this baby right here. Coming to La Santa, Florida. Dan, how far away is that from you guys, dude? Might be hanging out tonight, but that's probably the closest I'm going to get to you guys ever. I don't know. So we'll see. I'll get a hold of you when I get over there, maybe, and drop this. Hopefully around noon, 1 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Pretty sure you'll probably be working, whatever. Timmy, sorry I didn't stop by last night, dude. I was on the move and busy, dude, so just what it is. CK, I hope you have fun up there in northwestern Ohio. Supposed to warm up, so maybe get into 40s today. Be lucky if it does. Raj, hopefully get that motor in there soon, bro, so you can get back out here trucking, because I know you're missing me. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta finish my coffee and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and get ready to get moving. Even though I probably can't move from here for about 2 hours, but I'm going to anyway, so whatever. If the cops stop me, I'll just tell them to blow off. You know what I mean? Well, might not be 75, but it is warm enough for me to be able to roll with the window down and that one back smoker's window open. Woo, boy, I started sweating. I gotta get this winter front off the front of the truck here when I stop. Stop to take a leak. Next thing you know, it's 54 degrees, or feels like 52. And then the farther south I keep going, the nicer it is. I'm telling you, I'm loving this. I'm like McDonald's right now. Wish you were here. Missing you over there. Looking pretty. Love yous. Blown back. I'm at Dade City, Florida, Flying J. Hoping to catch up with some friends, if you know what I'm saying. But while I'm waiting around to see if anything's gonna happen, looking for loads, things like that, I ain't found nothing yet. When I dropped that trailer, I ran to the local Walmart, looked for a little bit, couldn't find nothing. Then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go there, because it was like about an hour away. And I know some people that don't live far, and they're always like, hey, if you're in town, blah, 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 let us know. Sorry, it's during the week. Maybe we can catch up. If not, it ain't no big deal. So it's what it is. I don't really necessarily plan on leaving if I don't have to the state of Florida. But if I found something that paid enough, I'd take it back north and go home. That way I could see my wife, etc., etc. So I told you I was going to change that air governor out. Right here, the compressor governor, okay? When I got up in here, I grabbed a hold of this, and this whole thing moved because there's a bolt right in here. I don't know if you can see where my finger's at. There's a bolt right on the top of here, and there's a bolt on the back side. And basically there's a washer that holds this thing down, and that's about it. And then this whole thing comes out, these two come off, and I'll grab that other one and show you really quick. But anywho, I grabbed it and it was loose. So I tightened the bolt back up. Basically, I'm not gonna swap that out because I like that one better than this one. What I'm going to do, so I took that one off, I swapped it out because it needed to be done. Because I did know that thing was messed up from the get-go. So basically what happens is the bolt sits down on top of here. There's a spring that comes up right here. This guy goes down, there's a little seal right here that connects. This guy goes down on top of the compressor. And then there's a bolt right here with a washer, and there's a bolt in the back right here with a washer and that thing, and that basically holds that down on there, and your two lines hook up to that, and that's the governor right there. Has to go on this way because it can't go anywhere else because it won't fit up under there. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's get you over here real quick. We'll get your eyes on this, you know. So there's the spring right there. This guy goes on top of it like this, basically. Once I can get it up in the middle, I got obviously you in my hand, so I'm not going to be able to, but it just goes down on top of it like that. There's a bolt right back here with a washer. I'll slide it up under there. My other one's right there. I'll take it over there and I'll put it in that spot, and that's what goes down. So basically need to get that spring up in there. It basically holds this thing right here and does something with this. Lets the air go when it needs to, when it tells it to. So that's what's going on. That's what's going down. Well, at idle, it's building air way faster than it was before. I can tell you that much right now. It was just up to 60 when I jumped in there. And, well, the buzzer might be off already. Build a lot faster than what it was before. Last night it wouldn't even build, probably because that thing was loose. So now that I've got it, I can drop it down, close everything up, and go clean up and be done. And I hope my friends come. If not, I guess it's what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I did swap that governor because it needed it. So it's trucking. I heard it toosh, 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 like it was pissing air out. So when I was bobtailing over because I had the radio down and everything, I'll wait until it kicks off, but I can start dropping the cabin out. I'm just sitting here at this truck stop, and I don't know if these guys can even back in these spots. It's insane. It's so insane here. Look at that, he's pulling out, he's pissed. Nope. He's over it. Yeah, because that Volvo's sticking out. Is he gonna go to that spot? I don't know. There's a car that keeps on driving by though. I wonder if she's got DoorDash or if she's offering services. I may have to stop her and see what's going on. Don't tell my wife. Yeah, man. Covet, he's gonna go for Chattanooga, Tennessee, baby. Take his time. Pick your poison, boys. Oh, disgusting. It's just disgusting. Glad I got here at 2 and I'm bobtailing all the way back here, man. You know what I'm saying? What is going on? Well, it's the next day. Couldn't find a load. I've been looking since about 8 o'clock this morning. Visitor last night, Danny Cohn, came over and hung out with me for about an hour and a half. I was at the bar in Denny's and he came in and got a sandwich. We talked for a little bit, then we went out to the truck and I let him check it out and stuff, gave him a couple pictures, and we watched people in the truck stop try to back up and stuff because it was kind of small. Dade City, Florida. And now I'm on my way down to Seffner, Florida, where I stayed the one time at the Flying J, because it's like right outside of Tampa-ish, Clearwater, if you know what I'm saying. That way, if I get stuck down here this weekend, it's supposed to be 81 tomorrow and 85 on Saturday. I'm going to Clearwater and hit the beach. I can tell you that much right now. I can watch football games if I want to at the bars. So it ain't no big deal. I'll just go down there and hang out for the weekend or whatever. At least Saturday, if I can't find anything tomorrow. Hopefully I can. I mean, I've been looking, but nothing's moving really. Nothing even on this side of the state going over to the other side of the state. There's stuff on the other side of the state moving to like Orlando. A couple things here and there, but a lot of power only loadouts, which I don't do those because I don't want to get stuck with a trailer for 7 to 10 days and then have somebody be like, oh no, you were supposed to return it on this date, because they tried to pull that shit on me one time before when I did that from Savannah. And I said after that, fuck that, man. I don't want to sit in a dock for these rates, these shitty ass rates, so I just don't do it. I'm at this little shopping center plaza, and then there's these little crate things out in front, and I just went through there and I got Bobos or BBs. There was cheesesteak, and I got egg roll cheesesteaks, cheesesteak egg rolls. They were killer with a big old huge thing of fries. There's wine places, there's beer stuff, there is medical marijuana stuff, there's tobacco, not a tobacco, but like a vape and smoke shop. Then there's a cigar bar there, Hawaiian noodles, bunch of different stuff. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you're down in this area and you need something to do, you could definitely come down here. There is a stage. They do have live music and stuff like that. Ton of different breweries, ton of different wineries, adult beverages up the yam, so you could totally get in on something like this. Not to mention down the way here, past those bushes, there is there's like some two-story building or whatever, brick house buildings that have finer dining restaurants and a bunch of different breweries and things like that. So it's a pretty cool area. Danny told me about it last night, and I was on my way down to that Seffner truck stop, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna swing in here real quick, because I like to go into like the TJ Maxx and the Marshalls and stuff like that and see if they have any of their team's sporting gear. Like, I'm looking for a Tampa Bay t-shirt, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially with that old school logo would be sick. And I'd rather find it at some place like that than order it online. So if I'm around, you know what I'm saying, the area, I may pick up a sports t-shirt of that that area's team just for shits and giggles. But yeah, that's what's going on today. Headed down there, probably sit down there. I don't know. Maybe I'll even dip down into Clearwater tonight. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thursday night football game on. I can watch it in my truck because I've got that that Wi-Fi thing, and I've got an iPad, so I can watch it if I want to. But if not, well, I mean, hit up a bar. You know what I'm saying? Well, this guy's all smoking out on his truck. Pulled right in here where the cars were at. and he shouldn't have because he's in a flatbed. I think he's got a 53 spread axle. Looks like he's leaking some coolant or something. He's smoking. Boys, I only turned the camera on that way. I could show you this curb there that all these guys have been pulling in and clipping. Crank that hood open, bro. What are you doing? Get that hood open.
Did you clean up around your ears?
He's got a fire because he's got the fire extinguisher out now and he's shooting something.
Scary.
It's a little bit. He's not too far from a propane tank too. There's a propane tank right in front of me. And this dude shit's on fire and he pulled in down by where the gas pumps are at. Fire!
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta take trash out tonight. Maybe I can get Josie to do it.
Good luck. All right, I'm gonna call you back in a little bit. I'm gonna go investigate the situation, see if I can't give a helping hand, if you know what I mean.
Can you please be safe? I love you.
Absolutely. Love you too.
Bye.
Cheers to you. Here comes Becky running across the lot here. And she's freaking out. A big old catastrophe going on here pretty soon. I can tell you that much right now. Well, it looks like it's debunked, if you will, the situation. I mean, getting a tow truck in here, sorry folks if my camera angles are bad and stuff, but getting a tow truck in here and stuff is not going to be the easiest thing in the world because of the situation of where that thing is at. I mean, Channel 9 over here, come to see what's going on. I'm about to chug this beer, folks. This is the most action I've had in a couple days since I've left the house, pretty much. Oh, wanting to see what is going on. Smoking from truck. Oh, no, it is on fire. Holy shit. I'm about to get my my shit out too, because I got a couple. Let's see if I can't go help put it out. Fuck me. Nice. I don't know where that guy got water from, but just over there dumping it. He's dousing her, boys. I'm just gonna hook my camera up over here and let it run. Okay, he's got a bucket right there. Let's go over here and see if we can't just hook you up somewhere. Yeah, we're just gonna hook you up right over here. Oh yeah, that thing is still on fire. pretty sure I put it out when I went over there and sprayed it. It was still spraying, so I just went over there and deuced it real quick, if you know what I'm saying. But big timers are in here now, so let's see if we can't load you up somewhere maybe. Yeah, that's the first time I've had to use these. I guess he said he thought the batteries is what happened, so that stinks. But yeah, this is excitement. That's what's up. I should go get my phone too. That's the first time I've had to use one of these. I'm glad it says recharge now, so it's pretty much gone, but it's what it is. Let's get some water on that thing and deuce her down, boys. Toosh. Never a dull moment in Florida. I don't know why they're spraying the back. They must be spraying the diesel tanks down and stuff. Yeah, they need to like pop in the door. Get that door open. Oh yeah, spray down in there. Hose that thing down. Yeah, baby. We're just gonna get up close and personal. Because, well, this is what's going on in Florida. That's what's up. Got hose there. Damn. Insanity. Dorsey. Steel Giant. Yeah, that is the that's the place in Alba I got the trailers from. Yeah. Oh, this is probably going to need to go in the trash since it says recharge. Stick the pin back in it. Put it back in the chalk. That way I got it if I need it. I'd say she's out, boys. I cannot believe the lights are still on.
Well,
Insanity.
I lost power steering right here. And I was like, bad idea.
Insanity. And I was just talking to my wife, and we was sitting there talking about, I told her I was talking about loads, calling about different loads and stuff like that and whatnot. Yeah, look at all that coolant. Look at all that red water. Man, I'm glad my truck is up far enough to where we ain't gonna get no coolant bath. Definitely. And okay, there's the drain right there, so I'll be hop skipping and jumping, even though I already walked through the stuff to put it out. That's right, I put it out. See me in action, boys. Pew. Pew, pew. Fire. Somebody tried to throw some water on it. It didn't quite work. So I did what I had to do. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Fireman Chad. Yeah. Oh, there's the end of it, folks. Burning up, man. A bunch of water out here. The tow truck's gonna have a good time coming in and towing this thing out of here. They're smart, they'll back that thing up. I don't know though. Because that is going to be a pain to get out of there, if you know what I mean. He said the battery surged and it started running to the front. And that is what was causing the fire. So that was exciting. I guess I'll come back after all this is over and when the tow truck comes, because that'll be interesting. Pennsylvania. It said it's a 2018 truck. Batteries are brand new in all the terminals, so whew. I'll need a new I'll need to run to Walmart's and get me a new extinguisher because that one's toast. It says recharge. I threw it back in the truck. That way I got it, but it's done. So, yeah, man. Good times thanks to trucking. Oh, I paid $7 to park here for a bobtail. That's not too bad. Obviously, I was on the phone with Kim when that all went down. So, Florida, man. Never a dull moment. What is going on? I'm back. Didn't really go anywhere. Couldn't find anything for yesterday that tickled my fancy. Really wasn't nothing moving. After I had, laid into those guys the other night, the whole fire situation, whatnot, I figured I'll look around for some loads today. Maybe get me something going back north. I don't know. But that didn't happen. So I end up booking some loads at it was probably a little after 2. I'd messaged a guy because there's a trailer facility, brand new step decks are going up to North Carolina, and I messaged the guy, said email, here's my number, cell phone, blah blah blah. So I call, nothing. I email, nothing. I text, nothing. Then later on I get an email back from the guy, so tells me what they are, says these ones going here, going to a military base, you need a TWIC card and or a TWIC card and something else. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have either of those, but I can do the single ones because they were going to somewhere else. Never heard anything back from the guy, but I did end up scoring a stack of flatbeds that's going 15 miles. The pickup is 3 miles from where I'm at right now in Sefner, this Pilot or Flying J, and then it's going to Riverview, Florida, so it's going 15 miles down the road, and that's it. So I thought, yeah, I'll snag that for $200, $211 is what the rate was. I'm like, fuck it, that's fuel money. You know what I'm saying? That's extra fuel money just for doing that, because that's not going to cost me shit to move that. So I scored that, and then I seen a thing that there was 3, I didn't realize it was 3 trailers, but it was 3 trailers to move from Davenport, Florida, from the Ritchie Brothers facility to some storage unit place in West Palm Beach. So I figured I'd do that afterwards. So I call a guy and talk to him. I said, hey, look, I got this booked. He says, okay, cool, yeah, you can do it afterwards or whatever, because I was trying to do it. I said, look, if I can get this stuff, I'll run it over the weekend. I was, you know what I'm saying, it was still 2:30 in the day, so I hadn't done anything to where I couldn't drive, if you know what I mean. Didn't have any buckies. So he's like, nah, they closed this time, but the storage facility, you can get in there anytime. I'm like, okay, well, I can, I've got this going on Monday. Let me know if it's still around Monday. I'll grab it and we'll run the stuff after I get done with this. So the guy texted me back 10 minutes later and was like, hey, yeah, I just talked to the guy. That's cool. Go ahead and, do your stuff first. So after I get done with a flatbed move, I'm going to Davenport to the Ritchie Brothers facility to grab the first trailer, take it over to West Palm Beach, figure everything out, and then I'll probably end up heading back to Davenport or get in the middle there and parking for the night, because I doubt I'm going to make it back to be able to get 2. And then Tuesday, I'll probably end up starting first thing Tuesday morning and getting that load and taking the second trailer and then the third trailer Tuesday afternoon, and it being done Tuesday afternoon. And then Wednesday, I'll start looking on the other side of Florida. Supposed to be like mid-70s all week. I thought it was going to rain. It looked like rain in the forecast. It seems like it's changed. So I don't know. I guess the weather's crazy down here all the time. But, you know, I figure why not get some money, move in there, and, you know, Wednesday, I'll be on the other side, so I'll be on the Atlantic Ocean, and that was 10 degrees warmer, it seemed like, than what it was when we were over to Delray's a few weeks ago when me and Kim were down here, and then come over to this side of Florida when it was cooler for the water. But I do have a aunt that lives, that has a timeshare in Treasure Island that commented on some of the Facebook posts when I had Kim down here at Delray's or Nokomis, and she said she was going to be at Treasure Island. So the other day when I was coming down, I actually got a hold of her and said, hey, where do you guys hang out at, blah, 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 if there's room for the truck, I'll come and visit, this and that. She's like, well, I just bought a place in Ocala, but I don't move in there until after January. I'm down here at Treasure Island. So yesterday I got a hold of her and said, hey, I'm going to probably go to Clearwater. If you're not busy, you know, slide up and I'll buy you a beer, whatever, we can catch up. She's like, dude, and I sent her a picture of the truck. And I said, if there was room to park down there, I'd come down there. But I don't know that place. I've never been there before, so I don't know how those people would react to this being parked in one of the public parking spots at, you know, the public beach and stuff. And she's like, just come to where I'm at this timeshare, and I got a free parking pass for you. You can park the truck there. So I'm like, cool. So I'm getting ready to message her right now and tell her I'm gonna start swinging that way, and then I'm hitting the beach, dude. It's like overcast right now. But I'm still going to be able to catch some rays. I'm still going to be able to get in water. I'm still going to be able to cleanse my soul. And be able to basically catch up with family. Because there's another couple that's down here that I know too that babysat me when I was a kid and stuff like that. So it'll be cool to hang out with them and catch up and not just sit at the truck stop. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just going to sit here today. I would have went to Clearwater because I know where I can park the semi. I know where I can go to the beach. And I know that there's like a shower facility house right there from where I park and walk up to the beach. There's a shower facility that I can use, which I'll probably end up going there tomorrow. If I stay there tonight in Treasure Island, then tomorrow morning I'll cruise up to Clearwater and hang out up there, just do my own thing, you know what I'm saying, and be able to kick it. But that's what's going on. That's trucking, man, down in Florida. Nothing moving this weekend for me, but that's okay. Take a few days and relax. Talking to Kim the other day, we're on the phone, and she's like, man, it sucks that you go down there and you got to sit for a couple days. I said, honey, before you can find loads. I said, honey, everywhere I go that happens. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, there's sometimes where I get it lined up to where I can bounce, and I keep moving, and then there's sometimes where it's just flat out, there's nothing going, and it's the time of the year. You know, doing power moves, you don't always have stuff lined up. If you're not okay with sitting, this isn't something you want to get into. Me, I'm okay with sitting. I don't have a problem sitting. I'm not spending any more money than what my per diem allows me, since I get a $35 per diem every night I'm out, so it's not really that big of a deal to me. But if you're one of those guys that can't handle sitting and entertain yourself, then you'd probably get bored quickly. But I've got my phone, I've got an iPad, I've got YouTube videos that I could do and stuff like that. There's always something going around at a truck stop. I constantly have people coming up to me and talking to me about the truck. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm always entertained. Last night it was probably about 11:30. I'm sitting there texting me and James and Garrett in our group chat, and some guy just pulls up, gets out, broken English, could barely understand him talking to me. He's wanted to take a picture. So I give him a picture, then he comes back, he's like, hey, can I have your number? That way, if I ever see you again, I can do a video and you can talk on it. I'm like, yeah, dude. I said, I'll be back here probably tomorrow. So I gave him my number and stuff, and he said he was going to text me, but he never did. So if he texts me, I'll just text him back tomorrow and be like, hey, dude, I'm back at the truck stop, because I'm going to come back here tomorrow night probably, since that trailer place is only 3 miles away. It's kind of dumb not to, if you know what I mean. So right back there, there's a cabana, if you will, that everybody's sitting at. That's where we're cheersing it up. I'm parked out in the front, obviously. There's the timeshare place. This is the sidewalk, which is completely massive and extremely smooth. So yeah, I'll definitely be cruising down on this thing with some skates. Maybe later. I don't know. Maybe in the morning. First thing in the morning, I'll get up and do it. I don't know. I'd probably sleep in the truck, but they said there's a bed that I could sleep at. There's a bedroom, and then there's a bed, and then there's like something that closes. I'm walking right down on the sand right now, and cops actually drive right down here. They come right back through there. One just cruised down here, so I'm gonna figure I'd check it out. Right behind me is another place, and then that's how far from the water I am. So yeah, I'm extremely close, which is nice. She said there's like rental chairs and stuff like that, which is cool because there's all this natural landscape that's right here before the beach and stuff. So it's pretty radical. There's a trash can up here. I see that. And there's some dunes. There's trees. And there's water right ahead. I don't see any like coconut palm trees, but there's plenty of palm trees. And then there's plenty of foliage around here that looks like it may be, you know, that time of the year where it's kind of kicked off or something. But oh yeah, the water looks great. I'm gonna go walk down the beach here a little bit and check some things out. I see a big blow up balloon thing right there. And, oh yeah, it's 79, I think. Feels like 85 is what the temperature. Well, I'm in the water. It's a little chilly, but oh yeah, it feels great. It's like an ice bath. Waves aren't too rough. Somewhat clear. Ooh. Yeah. Just threw my Crocs up there real quick. I don't have my shorts on yet, so I'm gonna have to change so I can come back out. I just figured I'd check it out. Some shells up on the beach. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, you warm up to it. I can tell you that much right now. I'm definitely getting in. Woo! Try not to get it back in my shorts. These waves coming up on me. See if I can't snag me a shark's tooth before I go back real quick and take a leak and swap out, if you know what I mean.